Hey everybody, it's Candy, aka Brown Eyed Girl 69. How y'all doing tonight? Well, got my alien shirt on. Kind of might be appropriate for the conversation that I plan on having, but I'm not really going to talk about aliens. But I am going to talk about what some people would consider space. And I'm going to try to break down a couple of things for people out there. I don't know why or how this happened, but I basically was led to this channel. There's this channel called Revival Wisdom. I was led to it by Spirit to find all the information that one could possibly ever need or want to know, as far as when it comes to a lot of things. If you're on the fence as far as flat Earth's concerned, Revival Wisdom will give you the correct information. If you are on the fence as far as if you believe in a God or a devil, Revival Wisdom's channel is for you. I'm going to try to break down some things that I've learned over these past few days. It was so much information for me to try to retain all up in my brain. It's just easier for me to write all the information down. Today I was really writing and going to town, making drawings, and then this is my last page. But basically, what it comes down to is this. We are not our physical body. Our physical body is just an avatar that is used during the physical body's awakening hours. The real us, the true self, is just God. Okay? The higher consciousness. That is who we are when it ultimately boils down to it. There's many different planes or levels of this and how it goes. The physical realm is basically just a smaller version of the universe. But we are a smaller version of the universe experiencing itself, is what it comes down to. And it's all in the mind. Even though we're in this physical plane, everything that I talk about is basically in the mind. But it's also projected on the outside of us. So basically, we're a micro of the macro. All there is mind. The mental plane. That's it. That's where everything starts. It's from the mental plane. It's from the mind, God's mind. It's where all this starts. Then you've got these different levels of energy, vibration, and frequency. In the astral realm, you've got 3 astral realm levels. You've got the lower astral realm, which is where all the lower vibrating energies are going to hang out. And those energies are what can inhabit somebody else here on Earth, you know. Or if a person is a very low vibrational being, more than likely their spiritual body, their etheric body, is going to reside in the lower realms of the astral plane. Then you got the middle realm of astral plane, and then you got the higher realms of the astral plane. The higher realms are where people would consider the energies that would be considered angels would hang out. Once this body dies, our spiritual body goes back into the astral realm. And depending on where you are in your awakening or in your conscious level will depend on if you come back to Earth and redo another lifetime or not. Then again, sometimes I think, maybe these higher energies decide to come back here just because they get bored in the astral realm. But the astral realm is basically a mirrored realm of the Earth. I don't know if any of y'all have seen the movie Insidious or not, but that's an example of the lower astral realm. If any of y'all have seen that movie Insidious, that's an example of the lower energied astral realm, where that guy was going to try to find his boy. Because supposedly, well, it was just a movie, but this demon came and took this little boy out of this physical world. But he didn't take the boy out of the physical world. He hijacked the boy's soul, his spirit, basically, and was keeping him trapped in this lower realm, lower astral realm. And his father had the ability to go into the astral realm, protect himself into the astral realm so he could try to go find and save his son. But it was almost like lower region of the mind. Because that's basically what the astral realm is. The astral realm is just a portion of your mind. Like I said, we are the micro of the macro. So basically what we got above us is we got the firmament, which is firm. It means it never moves. It doesn't move at all. And then above the firmament, you got the etherical plane. And then above the etherical plane, you've got the astral planes. And then you've got your mental plane, which is for higher consciousnesses. In the etheric plane, you can have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, basically, of the physical world. It's where your energy double hangs out behind the physical world. The physical realm is the world of effect of other planes mirrored in the astral. You can summon or attract on all levels any kind of emotions. And you create your demons or you create your angels. You create everything in the astral realm with thought. Thought becomes imagination. And imagination becomes reality. I've got so much information, I don't even know where to start. I understand it, though. I totally get it. I totally understand it. Sometimes I think that we're shown things at different times and points and stages in our life because, say, 15 years ago, I probably would not have been prepared for this information. I would have been totally blown away, and I probably would have turned my back on it and never tried to research it again. But because of the way things would have it, I awakened to other things. First, in 2009, I basically awakened to the lies that take place in this physical realm. Then I was given more awareness about things that take place in this physical realm, things that we've been presented and indoctrinated with, and the breaking down of that, the Bible. And then I started seeing the Bible from a different perspective. I started seeing it as more of an allegorical book pointing us back towards ourselves. And then I started seeing the point where, that we are God in this physical body. And basically, after getting to that level, I've been presented with all this other information. I have researched Flat Earth before, and I didn't really know how it worked. But now that I've come across this guy, Revival of Wisdom, I think his real name's Harry. Since I've run across Harry and his information that he shares, I completely get the whole Flat Earth scenario now. Planets aren't an actual solid planet. Planet is a ball of energy. And when we descend from the higher realms, we have to come into this realm, we have to go through all the planets. The rings of Saturn represent the 3 lower chakras of our body. That is hell. Our heart is earth. That's where we are. You can spell earth out of heart. Heart, earth, same thing. And then you got the higher chakras, which is the third eye and the crown, which is heaven, represented by the astral realms. Your highest state of consciousness in the astral realm is all mental. It's above the astral realm. Your consciousness is the mind. When you're fully functioning. When you're fully awake and aware. But there's a lot of other things to do here on Earth in this physical body to try to align our physical body with our etheric body, with our mind, everything like that. Everything else will just start coming natural once you start learning new information. Like now that I've learned what I've learned, I understand the correlation with eating and why it's not good to eat all these bad processed foods, because it's just poison, it's toxin, and it inhibits you from awakening to your higher self. It inhibits you from awakening to your truest potential. I understand why people say don't eat meat, because meat has no energy in it. Fruits and vegetables and natural plants, that's where all the energy resides. There's been a study, even by this guy Harry, who showed a video, I think it was either on YouTube or Instagram, where he basically took a Hegahertz, I guess, energy reader meter, and plugged it into meat, and there was like nothing. But he plugged it into some vegetables, and that thing started going crazy. So meat, basically, you eat the meat, and then it just slowly makes its way into your colon and sits there and rots. That's why some people are overweight. It's not because they don't get enough exercise, or because they're lazy, or because they don't do anything. It's because of the type of foods that they're putting into their body. Like me, my problem is breads, carbohydrates, pastries, pastas, potatoes, things of that nature. Gluten, basically, is my problem. Sweets, dairy, but I also like to eat fruits and vegetables and try to eat clean and healthy. But it's so hard to do in this world, especially with the cost of food nowadays. It is really hard to try to eat clean, But I'm not going to say that I'm going to turn into a vegan, because I probably won't. But I am going to try to change my eating habits and my eating styles just to see how I start to feel. I am going to try to do a detox probably. I'm probably going to try to do some sort of fruit detox to where all I do is eat 2 or 3 different types of fruits every day for a couple weeks. Just to kickstart my metabolism and to kickstart what I need to kickstart. Because remember, the 3 lower chakra regions control your sex drive, your food drive, your hunger, and one other thing. But it's basically all about survival. That's hell. We don't constantly need to be feeding our bodies food. We can survive a long time without food in this physical body. But we've been conditioned to believe that we can't. We've been conditioned to believe so many things. We've been conditioned to be afraid of symbolism because we've been taught that symbolism is bad. There is no God. There is no devil. There is just the mind. What I would consider God's mind. But I wouldn't say there is no God. I'm not going to say that. Let me step back and rephrase that. There is a God. But there is no Jesus and there is no devil battling it out. Now, what some people might consider Satan is Saturn. Lucifer is Venus. Now, like I said, Saturn and all these planets, they're just vibrational energies. They're not an actual solid planet that you can go to somewhere out there. It's a level, it's a plane, it's a... Just like the moon. Even though we see the moon is just a luminary energy. It's just like the sun. The sun is Jesus. The sun is the Son of God. It's all esoterical. Everything is esoterical. It points us back to us ourselves. Satan and demons are thoughts. Created in the astral realm that become an energy being that feeds off the energy of others. It's not like they're going to be out there torturing you or anything like that, but it's not the best vibrational level to be on. You know, if you are, say, a Satanist, you're going to be giving all your energy to this, like, lower vibrating energy. All the entertainers in Hollywood sell their soul. But they're not selling their soul to some being. They're selling their soul to this energy that's been there for thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years. People have been calling out on this energy. If you think about something long enough, you can create it in the astral realm. But then it becomes like an energy type being that feeds off the energy off of you. It can attach itself to you. I think that's where, like, invisible friends, imaginary friends come from. Certain things that happen to people, it's because they thought about it in their head and the astral realm, and they gave so much thought and power to it that it actually manifested into into their physical reality. Or it's always in their mind, and it, you know, manifested into the ethereal realm, at least, you know. And some of this stuff is just projections. This isn't any things that I know for a certain fact. But based off the information that I have on the other things, that's why I'm speaking the way I'm speaking. If anybody has any thoughts on what I've spoke on, if anybody has any more information to add, hey, I'm all for it, because I'm all about wanting to learn. And this is like a newfound kind of freedom for me, because I understand myself a lot more than I used to. But I'm still a work in progress. I don't have anybody to talk to about this stuff. Everybody around me is like a zombie. Everybody is too zombified, too attached to their physical bodies, too attached to their physical persona to care about anything else. My daughter, she understands a little bit of things, and she at least listens to me when I talk. But like tonight when I was over there talking to her, she was like, Mom. I told her, I know I'm passionate. Sometimes I just get going and I can't stop. But it's because I don't have anybody to listen to me. I don't have anybody to discuss these things with. At least you're listening to me, even though I'm planting a seed, basically, with my daughter, is what it comes down to. And I'm going to plant seeds in my grandchildren's minds, too. Because, like, that's the thing with children. They live on the higher realm, in the astral realm, than in the lower energy realms. Why? Because they're innocent. They're more innocent. They're not corrupted yet. That's why a baby is completely innocent and connected closer to the spiritual realm than, say, an adult that's lived here for 50 years on Earth. Because that baby's not corrupted yet. But the older we get and grow, we get more corrupted by the world. Which then corrupts our internal thinking and doesn't allow us to project out the type of reality we would like to live in. Instead, our ego basically tells us just to accept things the way it is. That this is just the way it is. This is how society is. Blah, 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 blah. No. I am not. I don't agree with what society does. Or how everything is portrayed to us. I don't agree with any of it. I am so over the clown show. But based off my research, I understand the clown show a little bit more. I understand why all these things are taking place. I understand that all these battles that's going on here in this physical realm are battling out in the astral realm. We're battling spirits. We're battling principalities. We're battling energies, vibrations that are being manifested into this physical realm. Anyways, let me know what you think down in the comments. And I'm going to continue to talk about the subject matter because I'm so passionate about it. And I really do feel and believe that everybody should have this information. It should be something that's taught in schools from day one. Until the meantime, folks, y'all have a most wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you may be on the face of this planet. And yeah, I'm out.